What is up, everybody? I'm No Lex Given here with your afternoon snap, and today I am live streaming because I want to play a little bit more with Noor Dimension before it goes away. My deck list should appear on the screen in just a moment. I am playing a card that honestly I have not played in a long time, and I think that it might be good with Noor Dimension, and that's Quicksilver, which starts in your opening hand, typically is viewed as something that loses you a bit of consistency. However, I think today it does something particular, which is allow you to activate Noor Dimension while and gives you a card for Lockjaw while not requiring you to play a bunch of cheap cards in your deck. Okay, the untapped .gg companion is currently installing, so that'll be ready to go in just a moment here. A lot of people are running the like Phoenix deck today, but you know what? Pet Mansion actually makes this kind of fine. We'll just play the Djinn here. And there's specifically one thing that I am hoping to do throughout this stream. And we'll see if it can happen. I don't want to spoil it just yet. But the one thing that I'm hoping that this deck can do is throw away a Djinn and hit Jane Foster to redraw it. I think that would be a lot of fun. This turn, probably just going to play Magneto. Could even get away with Gamora or Black Panther. Excuse me. Whew, was struggling to find that mute button before I sneezed. So I think we could get away with like Black Panther or Gamora. They're about the same. Gamora goes up to 17. Black Panther goes up to 16. You have to assume they are going to play a card into Noor Dimension this turn. But I feel like Vision might even be better. No, Vision might be good next turn. I'm just going to play the most points for this turn, because next turn I'm going to have to play a 5-cost card regardless. So even though I did think I could hit with Gamora here, I think it's just a better curve to play one of my 6s, unless I should have just rather played Black Panther followed by Gamora. Honestly, that could have just been better. But the really cool thing about this list is we are going to like be able to continue to point slam into Noor Dimension while also contributing to Lockjaw. The Djinns with the +2 energy aren't really doing anything for us in this particular game. Oh, great. No, you're not bothering me. You're just spamming. How could that possibly be bothering me? Whatever. Okay, so we hit with the Gamora, we get the Doombot, which means that we're actually done with the Noor Dimension. So that kind of makes things interesting. It just means I'm going to play Giganto. That's all that's going on here. They moved out Vision. We're winning by about 30 power in Noor Dimension. They are bunked over in Pet Mansion, so I have to believe this is going to be a win. It's a win even if I hit Mjolnir, which is 6 power. It's awkward if I hit another Djinn. That makes it a tie, but I do think we should be able to take my opponent on differential for this one. No snaps have happened yet. We could Boomer Snap on the final turn here. I feel like at this point we're probably just going to get more cubes by hoping my opponent stays in it for some crazy reason. They should not stay in it. Yeah, they should just retreat regardless. So there we go. There's game one with the deck. Quicksilver did do some work. You can see the deck list over here now. The whole point of this deck is that other than Lockjaw and Thor, like, you don't play any other cards that are cheap. You just load up on fatties so that you can overwhelm your opponent with the Jin energy. But Quicksilver, just that one slot in the deck, allows you to be incredibly consistent in always having a card that can start the Jins flowing. So that's the idea, and I think it kind of works. Could use Quicksilver for Vormir, but I'm going to hang on to it. We never have a turn 2 play with this deck, so we should always hang on to Quicksilver in case we have a turn 2 Noor Dimension, which we do. So that's just going to be Quicksilver into Noor, and you're going to see like the backup plan this game, which is continuing to play the Jins into Noor Dimension, potentially making use of Odin in Noor Dimension, though probably making use of Odin plus Black Panther. My opponent played the Forge into Vormir, which kind of signals not being a Deadpool deck. Thank you, Kalari. I will try to take him down. They can try, but that doesn't mean they're going to be able to do it. Okay, Nebula, which I think is one of the worst cards that you can be playing today. And Kamar Taj. That's gotta be a snap. Now I can play Black Panther Odin into Kamar Taj. I could also throw a Jin over there. Not next turn, but at some point in the game. My opponent going for the Jins into Kamar Taj right now. So they're gonna have a... Oh, and they storm me. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer. That is definitely a bit of a bummer. We should still be able to win in the flooded location with just Gamora plus potentially Vision down the line. Because you'll see we got some fancy maneuvers coming up. We can also Magneto their storm into Vormir. I do have actually access to 6 energy this turn, so I could just play Magneto into flooded location. They would need 9 to beat me. Don't actually need the extra energy next turn. Could use Jin to clear. Actually, I think I just use this Jin here. And then next turn I play the Jin here. Huh. There is also Jin plus Odin. Gets a little bit awkward. I think I'm just going to try to use my energy as efficiently as possible here. And play Jin. And then I think what I'm looking to do here... Ooh, Juggernaut. Well, I don't believe this triggers Vormir at the very least. Goose is actually incredibly annoying. I can still win the flooded location, though, with Vision. And then I can clear Vormir with the Jin. I do still beat Silver Surfer, but probably not for long. So that's a little bit spooky, too. Actually, maybe I do continue to beat Silver Surfer. Depends what they play this turn. 5. Is this going to be Sarah? I don't love them playing Sarah here either. Oh, Gladiator. Alright, well, Gladiator's a free 3 for them. Or a free 7, I guess I should say. So this wins this location. And the best I can do here is play this, which would then allow me to play a Gamora center, and then I could also throw down a Jin. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've already played into Vormir, so I can play them in this order. America kept me from drawing Mjolnir this turn, but I do think that this is still pretty solid. They play Maximus. I'm dead in Vormir. Gamora is a lot, but it's not actually that much because I just removed 8. It's almost an overcommit into the flooded location. I'm going to roll with this, though. Let's see if this is enough. My opponent gets to play, like, Maximus plus Silver Surfer, potentially. We're looking good center. Oh, we're going to win center if this is Silver Surfer. Oh, it's Brood plus Surfer over here, so we actually win in Vormir, but we lose in Noor Dimension, which is fine. I knew that we'd beat Silver Surfer specifically in Vormir, and then, of course, we won in the flooded location. So we were kind of covered. We beat Silver Surfer in either scenario. The card that I was really afraid of here was Sarah, but that wasn't even going to be enough. Cosmo couldn't really do it. We had priority on the final turn as well, so there we go. That's what the deck does when it doesn't draw Lockjaw and just uses Quicksilver to farm Djinns. Even as my opponent locks me out of the other 2 locations, we're still able to get it done. I'm potentially hitting Odin or Chavez here, maybe Quicksilver, which would be a little bit awkward, but if I hit Odin, then that's why I wanted to double play the Danger Room, even if it meant that my Thors could be destroyed. Now I can hit Odin here and replenish with Doom, and then it's just Giganto on the final turn. There we go. I can do the play here. I can play Jane. I mean, might as well. Might as well play Jane, do the play. So do I guess I should clear out the zeros and then shuffle in the Djinn and play Quicksilver so that way I can draw Mjolnir. Next turn I'm going to play, like, what was this? Shang-Chi? Spectrum. Oh, sure. Might still play Magneto next turn. That could mess them up in Noor Dimension. I'm not sure if my opponent is reacting to Chibi Doctor Doom or just hitting Doctor Doom in general. People happy to see it. We'll draw Mjolnir. Then we'll draw a Djinn. Hopefully find Odin or Giganto or Chavez or Black Panther. I'll take any of them. They all seem sweet. Drop the Quicksilver before the Professor joins us here. So that's a clear win in Noor Dimension. Luke Cage ain't gonna flip it. Spectrum ain't gonna flip it. Giganto is gigantic. So we do have priority. I think my opponent is going to retreat pretty soon. But I don't see how they beat this. Forgot Mjolnir into Cloning Vats is pretty good. Wow, they stayed in it. They must have some... I mean, they do have a little bit of extra energy this turn, but I do not see it, especially against Wakanda or into Wakanda. So Mrs. Marvel's side. Shang-Chi. Okay, I knew Shang-Chi was one of the puzzle pieces here, but what's center? It literally cannot be 12 power. Nope, it's a Djinn. That ain't gonna be enough. Take him for 2 cubes only. But we did get to do the thing and redraw the Djinn. Didn't really use it. You run out of space very quickly, especially when you hit Doctor Doom. But hey, it all came together for 2 cubes there, and we're still climbing. Next turn I get to throw a Djinn into Noor and then redraw the Djinns with Jane Foster, which, yeah, I'm realizing now is probably going to not do anything more than it does something, but you know what? It's sweet. So I've got 2 Djinns in the deck. Yeah, but if I hit Thor, then I want to have played Jane. So I think I have to do it like this just in case I hit Thor, and then I can draw Mjolnir off of Jane. That would be really sweet. Flip the Djinn in, draw Thor, then draw Djinn, Mjolnir. That would be cool. That would be highlight worthy. Let's see it. Opponent with no plays for the turn. They are building up a She-Hulk, or they're just watching. They might just be watching the game at this point. Not sure what that means, that they just skipped the whole dang turn. Odin into Doctor Doom is definitely the most power here, and then we'll finish off with a pair of Jins. This is 18 power on the final turn. Like, they definitely ended their turn last turn. They did not just... So, that implies She-Hulk. I'm not sure. They also, like, didn't... They moon-girled, but didn't use any of their Jins. I don't know. I think that they just realized they should have retreated and kind of did a super slow retreat here. And that's the power of Quicksilver Lockjaw here. I think this was a pretty big high roll. We didn't get to do anything with Thor this game. Oh, I guess they were setting up for Big Hit Monkey? Sure. That also makes some sense. And by the looks of it, they beat us in Hala. And they are battling Dark Dimension, or Noor Dimension is going to be the main contender. They definitely did not win in DC. Oh, they do have some She-Hulks. I knew they had Mysterio here as well. That had to be 3 of the cards. And then Hit Monkey. No, another Mysterio. Huh, I don't think that is going to be enough. Oh, it gets really, really close. Where are the Mysterios? Where are the clones? Wow. Really, really close one. My opponent gets a tie, and then does, of course, lose in Washington, D.C. But really, really close game there by Sergeant Pepperhands. Oh, I could have given them vision and messed up their Cerebro 2 stuff. That would have been funny. Did not quite recognize it as Cerebro 2 until the Mr. Sinister came out. And then Nightcrawler basically confirmed it. Could play Nightcrawler, but I like just playing Quicksilver, just playing the one cheap card. I think is pretty freeing. We did swap Jins on that one. I also now have the play of Odin Jin. Hold up a second. Well, actually... Hold up a second. So this would give me +6 energy next turn, which would mean I would have 11 energy. That's enough to Jane plus Magneto. You know what? I don't actually think the juice is worth the squeeze there. Filling the location. Maybe it is. But then I can't draw Giganto, and I don't have my Odin. I think losing the Odin is actually the worst part of these plays. I don't really even need to play the Jin here. Oops. My fault. Okay. Magneto can manipulate that. Yeah, I'm kind of just like playing a vanilla. Yeah, I can move Vision in there too. I more or less have to move Vision into there. Or at the very least, it doesn't matter if I move Vision into there or not. Alright, I think I'm just doing this. Next turn, I'm just playing Odin into Doctor Doom. Pretty straightforward game, just like Jins allow me to Odin out Doctor Doom. But you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you don't have to get super fancy with it. There's the Cerebro. Is here the Mystique? No, here be the Jin. Well, considering I'm already beating them in the flooded location, and I'm not particularly scared here of a... What's the guy's name? Blue Marvel? This beats Blue Marvel. Yeah. Okay, and my opponent's done. They played Squirrel Girl and got Central Park and somehow weren't feeling it. But either way, we will be able to jump into one final game with Noor Dimension. Because we still got 2 minutes left, so let's do it. We got everything. All right, I'm not going to snap because I don't want all of this to get messed up, but this is looking like a beaut. All right, and we're going to have a competitive game. My opponent playing Destroy into my Quicksilver. If we draw a 5 here, then I could see playing the Jin. But with no 5, I think we just hold. I'm hoping my opponent has like Deadpool plus X23. I want them to have a really good draw so that way we get to stay in it and also have a really fun draw ourselves. Yeah, X23 is interesting. Baxter Building. Huh. I think I'm just gonna gin it up. I don't need another gin just yet. Because I've got Odin, Doctor Doom to be fill-in locations too. Is this Killmonger? No, just another Jin. Okay. I think now we take the lead in the Baxter Building. We redraw the Jin. That's all I've wanted to do. Oh, that was so perfect. That was so perfect because I did kind of want a Jin this turn. Oh, that was so beautiful. We finally did it. 2 minutes. No, the featured location is now gone. But we were finally able to have like this perfect ideal curve here. That was beautiful. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna snap because that was just sick. And I'll just play Giganto. You know what? I probably should have played Gamora into Noor Dimension, but we had 6 energy. And they didn't even play into Noor Dimension anyway, so calculated. We will grab Black Panther. We could now Odin into the Baxter Building to redraw a Jin again. There goes the Venom from my opponent. My opponent could definitely win this one, but we've also kind of won in spirit here. Yeah, they're winning in the building. So what are we looking to do here now? We're hoping that this shows me Chavez. And then if I do this, that means I can play 2 big things next turn, which would be Magneto or Chavez plus Gamora. Alright. Carnage is going to clear up some room but is only going to add 3 power into a Perspective Null. I mean, I think Null is big here, though. Alright, Chavez, which means now I'm 50-50 to hit Magneto. I can also use Magneto to take Venom out of the Baxter building, which could potentially allow me to win in that location. So there I'm looking something like Magneto over the Venom. I do kind of like that. And then am I actually looking to battle here in Nor? So am I doing this? They're going to play Null? No, I kind of want to win. Like, I think they're going to play Null here this turn, right? So I should... This does win against no play. They are currently losing in the Baxter building, though. So they might just throw Null into Baxter building. At which point I need more power over in Monster Island. This is a really, really close one. Wait, let me do the math right here. If they go up to 29, I go down to 19. Well, if I lose Baxter building, I think I just lose Monster Island. All right, 21, 19. Yeah, Vision went and saved me. Just pulling Venom out of Nor Dimension, win that? They retreated. Okay, we didn't have to figure it out. Thor, Jane Foster, plus Lockjaw, plus Nor Dimension, plus Quicksilver was able to get it done. That was a really complicated final turn. By my opponent's retreat, they probably did not have the Null. And we were also able to do some sweet combos with Odin, giving us 12 energy on the final turn of the game to be able to slam 2 big things. Was, I think, one of the sweeter games that I was able to play with Nor Dimension, plus the fact that my opponent was playing Destroy, which was one of the best options as well in Nor Dimension, made this one feel like a really fun one to end it off on. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. That's going to be it for me today. I'm No Lux Given. Peace. However, if you're watching this on Twitch, I am going to keep streaming. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can occasionally catch me live on twitch.tv/NoLuxGiven. But again, that is going to be it for me today. If you're watching this on YouTube, peace.